What lies beyond the veil of our physical senses? Can we perceive the unseen world that often echoes in whispers through our intuition? These questions have beckoned seekers and truth-seekers throughout the ages. In the human quest for understanding, the concept of clairvoyance has emerged as a profound idea, offering a glimpse into the realms that lie beyond the tangible and the immediate. Clairvoyance, a term derived from the French words clair meaning clear and voyance meaning vision, is often described as the ability to see or perceive things beyond the scope of ordinary human senses. Those who possess this ability are believed to have a heightened intuitive perception, enabling them to discern information about people, places, and events that may not be readily apparent in the physical world. However, it's important to recognize that clairvoyance is not a standalone phenomenon, but rather a facet of a broader spectrum of psychic abilities. In the pursuit of understanding and harnessing clairvoyant capabilities, individuals often embark on a journey of spiritual growth and self-discovery. This path is deeply personal, emphasizing the importance of self-awareness and ethical living. It's not just about unlocking the ability to perceive the unseen. It's about cultivating a holistic approach to life, one that aligns with higher principles and values. Clairvoyance can manifest in various forms, and individuals may experience it differently. Some may have spontaneous visions or flashes of insight, while others may develop a more refined ability to see and interpret energy fields, or auras. Regardless of the specific manifestation, the common thread is the exploration of realms beyond the material, delving into the interconnected web of energies and vibrations that underpin our existence. However, it's crucial to highlight that clairvoyance, while often associated with spiritual insight, is not an exclusive or guaranteed sign of spiritual advancement. Just as not all who possess physical vision have the wisdom to discern the deeper truths of life, not all clairvoyants automatically possess the spiritual maturity to navigate the complexities of the unseen. This is an important distinction to make, as it underscores the multifaceted nature of our human experience. Psychic abilities alone do not equate to spiritual enlightenment. True growth lies in the integration of these abilities, with a genuine commitment to inner transformation and ethical conduct. In the exploration of clairvoyance, the concept of past lives takes on a profound significance. Many spiritual traditions and belief systems acknowledge the idea of reincarnation, the notion that the soul undergoes a series of earthly lifetimes, each contributing to its evolution and growth. Within this framework, it is believed that past experiences and lessons from previous incarnations can influence an individual's present clairvoyant abilities. Imagine the soul as a tapestry woven from the threads of countless lifetimes, each thread representing a unique set of experiences and insights. As the soul traverses the vast expanse of time, it accumulates wisdom, but it also carries the imprints of past challenges and triumph. In the context of clairvoyance, these imprints can manifest as flashes of insight, intuitive nudges, or even vivid recollections of events or people from past lives. It is not uncommon for individuals with a natural inclination towards clairvoyance to have a heightened sensitivity to their own soul's journey. They may find themselves drawn to certain time periods, cultures, or even specific individuals, not just out of historical interest, but because these resonate with their own past experiences. In some cases, the memories of these past lives can be so vivid that they blur the boundaries between past and present, offering glimpses into the intricate tapestry of the soul's evolution. However, it's important to approach the topic of past lives and clairvoyance with discernment. While past life influences can certainly enrich one's understanding of the present, they should not be used as a means of escapism or as a crutch for understanding current challenges. The primary focus should remain on the here and now, on how these insights can be integrated into one's present life to foster personal growth and spiritual development. One of the most profound and potentially perilous pitfalls on the path of developing clairvoyance is the temptation to succumb to a false sense of superiority. As individuals begin to unlock their psychic potential and gain insights into the unseen realms, there is a risk of egoic inflation. They may start to perceive themselves as somehow superior to those who have not yet awakened to these abilities. This erroneous belief in one's own exceptionalism can lead to a dangerous form of spiritual stagnation. Clairvoyance, like all psychic abilities, is a gift that should be approached with humility and a deep sense of responsibility. It is a tool for inner exploration and a means of connecting with the higher realms of consciousness, not a badge of superiority to be flaunted. When individuals fall into the trap of believing that their clairvoyant insights make them inherently better or more advanced than others, they lose sight of the true purpose of these abilities. The ego, in its insidious nature, can use any accomplishment, including the development of psychic powers, to reinforce its illusory sense of self-importance. The danger of this mindset is twofold. First, it hinders genuine spiritual growth. The ego, when inflated, becomes a barrier to the deeper insights and wisdom that can be gleaned from clairvoyant experiences. Instead of using these experiences as catalysts for inner transformation, individuals may become mired in a cycle of self-congratulation, believing that they have already reached the pinnacle of spiritual evolution. This can lead to complacency and a lack of motivation to continue the hard work of self-discovery and ethical living. Second, a false sense of superiority can be detrimental to one's relationships with others. When individuals view themselves as inherently better or more enlightened than those around them, it creates a chasm of separation. This separation is antithetical to the spirit of unity and compassion that underlies genuine spirituality. Instead of fostering connection and understanding, it breeds arrogance and judgment. Ultimately, the pursuit of clairvoyance and other psychic abilities should be guided by the principle of service, not self-aggrandizement. These gifts are meant to be used for the betterment of oneself and others, not as a means of self-validation or self-importance. As the ancient adage goes, with great power comes great responsibility. This sentiment rings true when it comes to the development and use of clairvoyant abilities. The insights gleaned from the unseen realms carry with them a profound ethical imperative. Individuals who embark on the path of clairvoyance must be acutely aware of the impact their visions and perceptions can have on themselves and others. The ability to see beyond the veil of ordinary perception is a double-edged sword. On one hand, it offers the potential for deep understanding and healing. On the other, it can lead to confusion, misinterpretation, and even harm if wielded irresponsibly. One of the fundamental ethical guidelines for clairvoyance is the principle of non-interference. This principle dictates that individuals should refrain from using their abilities to pry into the personal lives of others without their consent. It's important to recognize that everyone has a right to privacy, even in the realm of the unseen. Violating this privacy, whether intentionally or inadvertently, can have serious consequences. It can erode trust, create rifts in relationships, and in extreme cases, lead to legal and karmic repercussions. In addition, the principle of non-interference extends to the broader societal and global context. Clairvoyants are often privy to information that may be sensitive or potentially disruptive. While the temptation to share such revelations for personal gain or to garner attention may be strong, it is imperative to weigh the consequences carefully. A responsible clairvoyant understands the potential impact of their words and actions and exercises discretion in how they use their gifts. Another ethical consideration in the practice of clairvoyance is the importance of truthfulness and integrity. It is all too easy for individuals to be swayed by the allure of sensationalism or the desire to be seen as special. In the pursuit of validation or recognition, they may be tempted to embellish or fabricate their clairvoyant experiences. Such deceit not only undermines the credibility of genuine clairvoyance, but also creates confusion and mistrust within the spiritual community. Furthermore, the ethical use of clairvoyant abilities requires a commitment to personal growth and self-awareness. Clairvoyants must continuously examine their own motives, biases, and limitations. The ego, with its propensity for self-aggrandizement and self-deception, can easily distort the clarity of clairvoyant insights. Self-awareness acts as a safeguard, helping individuals discern between genuine visions and the projections of their own desires or fear. Finally, clairvoyants must be mindful of the impact their words and actions can have on others. The information they convey, especially when it pertains to personal or sensitive matters, can have a profound influence on the lives of those who receive it. It is essential to deliver this information with compassion, tact, and a deep respect for the free will and autonomy of the individuals involved. The development of clairvoyance is not merely a matter of unlocking a set of innate abilities, but a journey of inner exploration and self-transformation. Central to this journey is the practice of meditation, a time-honored method for quieting the mind, deepening self-awareness, and attuning to higher states of consciousness. Meditation serves as the cornerstone of clairvoyant development, providing the mental clarity and heightened perception necessary to perceive the subtle energies and dimensions that lie beyond ordinary awareness. In the context of clairvoyance, meditation serves several key purposes. First and foremost, it helps individuals cultivate a state of inner stillness and presence. The incessant chatter of the mind, with its worries, distractions, and preoccupations, can act as a barrier to the reception of clairvoyant insight. In the words of the French philosopher Blaise Pascal, all of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone. By learning to quiet the mental noise through meditation, individuals create a receptive space within themselves, a space where the whispers of intuition and the visions of clairvoyance can be more readily discerned. Meditation also plays a crucial role in enhancing the connection between the individual and the universal consciousness. As the mind becomes more still and focused, it becomes like a clear mirror, reflecting the deeper truths that underlie the physical world. In this heightened state of awareness, individuals may experience flashes of insight, symbolic visions, or even direct communication from higher realms. These experiences, when integrated with self-awareness and ethical conduct, can lead to profound personal and spiritual growth. Moreover, meditation can be tailored to specifically target the enhancement of clairvoyant abilities. Techniques such as guided visualization, concentration on the third eye chakra, and deep breathing exercises can help individuals access altered states of consciousness, conducive to clairvoyant perception. These practices, when done consistently and with intention, can act as a catalyst for the development of psychic vision and insight. Self-awareness, the cornerstone of personal growth and ethical living, is intrinsically linked to the cultivation of clairvoyance. In the pursuit of heightened perception and insight, individuals must first and fundamentally understand themselves. The process of self-awareness involves a deep and ongoing exploration of one's thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and behaviors. It is the commitment to shine a light into the shadows of the psyche, to uncover the hidden motivations and patterns that shape one's life. Clairvoyance, as a form of heightened perception, is intimately connected to the clarity of one's inner vision. The more individuals understand themselves, the more they are able to discern the true nature of the visions and insights that come to them. Self-awareness acts as a filter, helping individuals distinguish between genuine clairvoyant experiences and the projections of their own desires, fears, or unresolved issues. Without this discernment, clairvoyant insights can become muddled, leading to confusion and misinterpretation. The journey of self-awareness is not always easy. It requires a willingness to confront uncomfortable truths, to acknowledge one's shortcomings, and to make amends where necessary. It is a path of humility and self-honesty, recognizing that the pursuit of clairvoyance is not about attaining some lofty ideal, but about becoming more aligned with the deeper truths of one's own being. In addition to self-awareness, the ethical use of clairvoyance is a guiding principle that must be woven into the fabric of one's spiritual practice. Developing clairvoyance without a strong ethical foundation is akin to building a house on shifting sand. It may yield temporary glimpses into the unseen, but without integrity and compassion, these insights can lead to confusion and even harm. Ethical considerations in clairvoyance extend beyond the personal realm and into the broader societal and global context. As individuals deepen their connection to the unseen dimensions of existence, they must be mindful of the impact their perceptions and insights can have on the world around them. Clairvoyants are often privy to information that may be sensitive, potentially disruptive, or even alarming. While the temptation to share such revelations for personal gain, or to garner attention may be strong, it is imperative to weigh the consequences carefully. A responsible clairvoyant understands the potential impact of their words and actions and exercises discretion in how they use their gifts. They recognize that not all truths are meant to be revealed, at least not immediately. Some insights may need to be held in sacred trust until the time is right, or until they can be shared in a way that minimizes harm and maximizes understanding. Furthermore, the ethical use of clairvoyant abilities requires a commitment to personal growth and self-awareness. Clairvoyants must continuously examine their own motives, biases, and limitations. The ego, with its propensity for self-aggrandizement and self-deception, can easily distort the clarity of clairvoyant insights. Self-awareness acts as a safeguard, helping individuals discern between genuine visions and the projections of their own desires or fears. In the quest for clairvoyance, one must be vigilant against the allure of seeking psychic powers for personal gain. The desire to possess clairvoyant abilities can be a seductive force, promising insights, advantages, and even a sense of superiority. However, this quest can lead individuals down a path of disillusionment and distraction, as the true purpose of spiritual enlightenment becomes obscured. It's important to recognize that genuine spiritual growth is not about accumulating a laundry list of psychic abilities. While these abilities can be valuable tools for self-discovery and service, they are not the end goal in and of themselves. The true aim of the spiritual journey is the evolution of consciousness, the expansion of love and understanding, and the realization of one's interconnectedness with all of existence. Seeking psychic powers for personal gain is akin to mistaking the map for the territory. It is a detour that, while potentially illuminating, can lead to a dead end if not approached with discernment and humility. The pursuit of clairvoyance should be grounded in a sincere desire for inner growth and a commitment to ethical conduct. Without these foundational principles, the insights and visions that come from heightened perception can easily be distorted by the ego, leading to arrogance, self-delusion, and a sense of separation from others. In the words of the Sufi mystic Hazrat Inayat Khan, the pursuit of psychic powers is a distraction from genuine growth. While clairvoyance and other psychic abilities can be fascinating and even transformative, they are not the ultimate measure of spiritual maturity. In many spiritual traditions, the acquisition of psychic powers is not even considered a true sign of spiritual advancement. Instead, it is the ability to cultivate virtues such as compassion, humility, and integrity that is seen as the true barometer of one's inner evolution. The Sufi tradition, in particular, places a strong emphasis on the development of what is known as kashf, or divine revelation. Kashf is not merely about seeing into the unseen dimensions of reality. It is about cultivating a direct and intimate relationship with the divine. This relationship is characterized by self-discipline, selflessness, and a deep commitment to the service of others. Kashf, when approached with the right intention and ethical framework, can lead to profound insights and understanding. However, it is not the insights themselves that are the ultimate goal, but the transformation of the individual. The purpose of Kashf is to help individuals transcend their egoic limitations and align themselves more fully with the divine will. In this state of alignment, the pursuit of psychic powers, while potentially illuminating, becomes secondary to the deeper work of inner growth and self-realization. Psychic insights are not to be dismissed or ignored. They can offer valuable guidance and understanding, especially in the realm of personal development and the exploration of the human psyche. In the context of clairvoyance, it is important to recognize that dreams and visions are not always what they seem. In the words of the Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung, the dream is the small hidden door in the deepest and most intimate sanctum of the soul. Dreams and visions, while often enigmatic, offer a direct portal into the subconscious mind and the realms of the psyche. They can be a source of profound insight, revealing hidden fears, desires, and unresolved issues. However, it's crucial to approach dreams and visions with discernment. Not all dreams are prophetic, and not all visions are messages from the divine. The subconscious mind has its own language, one that is deeply symbolic and often shrouded in mystery. When individuals embark on the path of clairvoyance, they may find that their dreams become more vivid, and their visions more frequent. While these experiences can be illuminating, they can also be misleading if not approached with a healthy dose of skepticism and self-awareness. One technique for interpreting dreams and visions in a spiritual context is to engage in the practice of dream analysis. This involves recording one's dreams in a journal and then systematically examining them for recurring themes, symbols, and emotions. Over time, patterns may begin to emerge, shedding light on the deeper currents of the subconscious mind. In addition to personal symbols, cultural symbols can also influence the interpretation of psychic information. A symbol that holds a particular meaning in one culture may have a completely different significance in another. For example, the color white is often associated with purity and spirituality in many Western cultures, while in some Eastern cultures, it may be a symbol of mourning or death. When individuals receive visions or messages that are laden with cultural symbols, it's important to consider the context in which these symbols are being presented. The subconscious mind, with its vast reservoir of collective knowledge and imagery, often draws upon cultural symbols to convey its messages. An open mindset is crucial when interpreting psychic messages. It's easy to fall into the trap of preconceived ideas and biases, especially when dealing with the unknown. By approaching clairvoyant experiences with a spirit of curiosity and humility, individuals can remain receptive to the true meanings that lie beneath the surface. In conclusion, the path of clairvoyance is a profound and multifaceted journey. It is a journey that requires dedication, discernment, and a deep commitment to ethical living. As individuals unlock the doors to heightened perception, they must also be willing to confront the shadows of the psyche, to question their own motives, and to continuously strive for personal and spiritual growth. Clairvoyance, when approached with the right intention and used responsibly, can be a powerful tool for self-discovery, healing, and the betterment of the world.